What is up, YouTube? It's Chris and Dog here with Casual Yugioh. Now it's time for my top 10 archetypes slash decks of all time.
By the way, in the background, that is my dog, Man.
Yeah, his name is Man. Alright.
Just take the fucking wrapper off of it. That shit picks up really loud.
God. Autism at its finest right here. Hey man, that's not funny. That's serious. Okay, so without further ado, my number 10 is Agents.
Oh, okay.
So Agents I've talked about before. I love Agents. Perfect kind of archetype. I just really wish they'd finish out the planets and give us Neptune and give us Pluto, which Pluto is a planet again. So I would like to have something like that. I've said it before, they could easily make a spell card that searches. It's just like a guy looking through a telescope at the stars, and that would literally make perfect sense as a search card. I don't know why they don't have that, because that's literally like that's what Agents needs. It kind of needs an ability to just search any agent, because you have to normal summon Earth to do that. It'd be nice if you could you have no way to search Earth. That's a problem. I'd like to have a way to search Earth.
Some support would be nice.
Yeah, Agents need support. Yeah. Okay, so but that's it for my number 10. Agents, like I said, I love that deck.
Give you a field spell that searches them out. Then you can be just like trick stars.
Yeah, no, I don't really want that. I'm good. Okay, so my
would make sense though. You get like the galaxy is your field spell.
No, it makes more sense because it makes more sense if you have a telescope, like looking at the stars. That makes.
How's a telescope a field?
It's not. I'm not saying it's a field spell. I'm saying it's a normal spell card that searches.
Oh,
okay. Now for my number 9, Dinosaurs.
Lame.
How are dinosaurs lame?
Okay, it's not that dinosaurs are lame. Dinosaurs and Yu-Gi-Oh are lame because
no.
like the cards are cool, the artwork's amazing, the effects are busted as fuck. But like fighting against that deck is just like, did you get the nuts?
Okay, so when I said dinosaurs, I'm just saying like in general, I love dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, so I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I feel like they made Double Evolution Field did not need to be made. That's kind of a card I kind of wish it wasn't in there, and that sounds bad. That I would be like, hey, you gave me some support, I don't want it. It just makes the deck kind of so dumb because everyone now they just summon Oviraptor, dump Qualtis, search the pill, and then boom, I got the play. And it's like I don't really like it like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, but dinosaurs in general, Konami, you could always come out with dinosaur support that was just mediocre, and if it was kind of here's a cool play you could do, but it won't always work. I would try it. So if they just came out with some mediocre, some casual dinosaur support, I would look into it.
I would like more cards where it's I would like more I would like more archetypes where it's not just play one card, win the whole fucking game.
Absolutely, I agree. And Oviraptor is kind of that card.
And then backup card on backup card on backup card into an extra deck where it just stops your opponent from playing any of their win the game cards.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. My number 8 is a deck that you should be kind of furious that it's on my list. Harpies.
I hate you. I'm like
a deck that I sold my Brilliant Fusions and Seraphonites and a bunch of other shit. It was $100 worth of cards
at the height of their
price to get ulti Harpy. What was it? Ulti Harpy Queen, ulti Harpy Channelers. Yeah, and I got the whole Harpy engine, whole Harpy set.
Those were some pretty cards.
And I got it for him. I was like, okay, make Harpies, and we kind of made a deck, and then he just never played it, and then I started playing it, and I was like, okay, I really want to keep this, and he was like, oh, it's okay, I don't play it. So yeah, but Harpies, I don't know, here's what I want. They used to play Cyber Shield and Rosewhip. Those were equips. I feel like that's a part of Harpies that's not in the deck anymore.
Oh my god! If they made Harpies the new Noble Knights, I'd
no,
mind.
Not new Noble Knights. I don't want them to come back when they're destroyed or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I just want give me a new Cyber Shield that protects the Harpies and has some other kind of effect. And then give me a new Rosewhip that has another kind of effect. That would be cool. That's basically it. And then make them searchable. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something can search. Oh yeah. Elgin or no, what is it? Hysteric Sign. If it's sent to the graveyard or whatever, you can add 3 Harpy cards. So just call it Harpies. Call it Harpies something new shield or whatever. Harpies new cyber shield, something like that. But yeah, Harpies. It's a lot of fun. I love they work so well together, and I love the fact that you can still play Harpy Sweat Dragon, you play Elegant Egotist, those kind of cards there, and like the Harpy Lady. Although original Harpy Lady is like not a thing anymore because there's no reason to play because they just improved on her. So
yeah,
kind of wish there was an advantage to playing regular Harpy Lady. Okay, the next one, number 7, VWXYZs. Do you know what those are?
Yeah, it's the
V Tiger Jet, W Wing Catapult, X Head Cannon, Y Dragon Head, and Z Metal Tank. Growing up watching Kaiba play those cards, I always thought they were cool. I never really consider myself a big machine guy, but apparently I am because I just love machines. I have like so many fucking machine decks.
Is more than half of your list machines?
We don't talk about that. Not yet. But I just always thought they were cool, and like Konami came out with ABCs, which have nothing to do with the VWXYZs, and they're like its own. ABCs are just like boring as all hell. They're just like summon ABC Buster Dragon. That's it. Okay, cool. And like it's not hard at all. Union Hanger is a stupid card. It's boring. I want a way to get out the the XYZs. Like that's really what I want to get it. Like I want supports to be able to get those out, and maybe like I don't know. They already have the other fusions. I don't know. Maybe like make some more monsters in the alphabet. How about you do that? And like you could literally give us the whole fucking alphabet with like different machines and union monsters and give us new fusions. And that way, that'd be cool if like you could literally play like one of each alphabet. That would be cool.
And then branch off into other alphabets.
Where are you going?
Like the Russian alphabet or something like that?
But yeah, so that's it for my number 7. I would like to see that.
Yo, you could have like a metal factory, whatever the fuck it's called, and then just show like the picture of those giant pots of molten, like, because they're all machines.
Yeah.
Show those giant pots of molten metal, just call it alphabet soup, and it searches anything in the alphabet.
That'd actually be pretty funny. I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, Konami named a card totally awesome, so I mean, like, I wouldn't put it past them.
You could also use Cypress. Z's the Greek alphabet.
No.
It's totally the same thing.
Not doing it. Okay, so number 6, Neospacians.
I dig it.
Yeah, like I've talked about in my deck profile, like Neospacians, once I found out that you could play the deck that way and actually get out the fusion monsters and it wasn't like too hard to do, I was like, hell yeah. Pretty much anything Jaden played back in the day, I pretty much loved. Like, he played the E-Heroes first, and then he played the Neospacians in the second season, and I like was like, man, these are fucking cool. Like, they're still, like, the support they gave was really fucking cool. And I like that they're now coming out with more fusion monsters. At least they've given us one with Nebula Neos. I hope they come out with more. Because you have, like, another, like, 20 combinations of, like, the fusions that you could do. So, I really love that. You don't need more Neospacians, but I love the way the deck plays. I love the cards, the support cards that it has. I love the whole play style, everything about it. And Neos is just awesome. Being, like, when you're, like, main card that you play as a normal monster, I've always liked that.
Yeah. It'd just be kind of nice if it was a little bit easier to get out.
They're not that hard.
I know. Well, they got a whole bunch of cards that you can play.
Yeah, they
also get it out. But
they have like heroes in general have really good support. That's why like the people that say like they're that hard to get out, you really just haven't done it. Not you, but I'm saying like other people. They haven't done their research.
Yeah, I feel like it takes too many. I guess it's like an old Yu-Gi-Oh versus new Yu-Gi-Oh sort of thing, where it's like it takes a card outside of the card itself in order to summon it. Yeah. And all that card does is summon this particular card.
Yeah, so I get that, but like I feel like that's kind of what Yu-Gi-Oh should be instead of just like this card freely special summons, this card freely special summons, this card freely
special.
Speak
up the game. People don't want to play; they just want to insert their credit card.
No, people are dumb. Okay, so that's my number 6. Number 5, Red Eyes.
Yeah, I figured.
Really?
Yeah,
you knew that was coming?
I was actually thinking of putting Red Eyes on my list too.
Are you surprised by that?
Not surprised.
Here's my problem with Red Eyes, and when I say like top 10 favorite archetypes, I would love like some of the Red Eyes support I like. Like I really like Lord of the Red. I like Red Eyes Transmigration. I like that kind of stuff. I like the other ritual monster, Paladin of Dark Dragon. I like him. The problem is the Red Eyes support that they came out recently with equips like Fangwood Chain and Red Eyes Gearfried. That shit don't work with me. That's not where Red Eyes should be. You did fine with the fusions. The Gemini shit was a fucking bad idea. Like, why are we trying to do Geminis with the Red Eyes? That makes no sense. Red Eyes need to have, like, Blue Eyes has, like, what they did good with Blue Eyes is they made, like, the Eyes of Blue cards. And they're like, here's monsters that go into the deck that make sense, that work. like it fits into the lore of Blue Eyes that like this dragon was so legendary that like there'd be people that kind of like worship that dragon.
To be fair, they kind of had more lore to work with.
Red Eyes has
yeah,
lore.
Red Eyes has lore, but like not as much as Blue Eyes.
Okay, Blue Eyes, he's always called like the legendary Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah.
When Rex played Red Eyes Black Dragon for the first time, Yugi said its powers are said to rival that of the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Like it's legendary as well. It's called when Rex played it, he said the Supreme Red Eyes Dragon or something like that. He's like Red Eyes Black Dragon. He was cool when he like popped up for the first time. Like I fell in love with Red Eyes instantly, and I always like rooted for him over Blue Eyes. I like Blue Eyes, but I've always liked Red Eyes more.
That's fair, but like, how was Red Eyes born? Do we know that?
We don't. Well, okay. Blue Eyes has the thing of like season 5. You find out about that. Red Eyes, no, we don't know, but they could go into that. But Red Eyes needs more support, and what I mean by that is Red Eyes needs to like have its own kind of eyes of blue. Not like little monsters that do that. I'm just saying like you can have warriors that have red eyes or something like that. That like they go with the Red Eyes. Like a good equip is like the fusion card that goes with Red Eyes. It's like a Red Eyes dragon sword or something like that. Like that's something you could do. More cards like that. That's what I'm saying. They haven't made Dragon Nails as a real card. And that was in season 1. Rex played it, and then Joey got the card. It increases Dragon's attack like 600 or 700 attack points. They could always make that a real card and give it more effects, but Red Eyes needs to be more of a playable deck than just like, because they have Red Eyes Fusion, but you can't summon anything else that turn, so that card kind of sucks. So, I don't know. That's pretty much where I stand with that. Number 4, Cyber Dragons.
Yeah, I thought that'd be number 1, to be entirely honest.
I thought it would be too, but then I got lowered on the list, and it was kind of hard to choose. Are you surprised it's only number 4?
No.
Okay, so the reason that it's only number 4 and not higher, because these guys know that like Cyber Dragons, I've had Cyber Dragons like since I've gotten back into Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I think I bought the deck in 2014, and I was out of Yu-Gi-Oh. I'd been out of Yu-Gi-Oh for like 3 years at that point, but I was like, hey, I'll try to get back in. And I bought Cyber Dragons.
For those who have watched the cartoon, anime, whatever you want to call it, he basically just wants to be Zane.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zane's just the coolest. Nothing's better than like your opponent's like, I will stand your attack, and you're like, Power Bomb. Deal with that. You love Power Bomb as a card too, don't you? Yeah. Nothing's better than Power Bombing your opponent and being like, it has 8,000. Or Cyber Twin Dragon, 5,600, attack twice. It's the best.
Or you have the one fuck where it's just like,
Rampage.
3, I'm gonna dump a whole bunch of bullshit from my deck. I'm gonna pop 3 things, and I'm gonna attack you 3 times.
4,200.
Yeah.
The reason Cyber Dragons is only number 4, not higher, is the fact that like while they've announced, they have new support for Cyber Dragons now. The thing is, I don't love like Cyber Dragon Dre. Not really a card that looks all that cool. Like while it works in the deck, it's functional. I get it. I don't love that. I don't love like if there's cards in there I don't like love the look of, and I kind of was like, it's whatever. That's basically it. I run like the Kaijus and Cyber Dragons. You kind of have to. Half the deck is spell cards. It's just, I don't know. Like Cyber Dragons, if they had more fusions that were cool, which I know they're trying, but I don't know. They haven't made like a Cyber Dragon support card that I just like fell in love with in a while. Cyber Dragon Hers, I guess I like that one, but I don't know. I think they need more fusions. There needs to be more spice with it, but I still enjoy playing.
They need a Cyber Dragon His.
Nice. Okay, number 3 is original Elemental Heroes.
Original?
Well, because if I say Elemental Heroes, people are like, oh, like Shadow Mist? No. Fuck that. Shadow Mist is a fucking stupid card. Same with like any of the newer heroes. No, fuck that. The old school ones that Jaden played, those are like Elemental Heroes. When I think Elemental Heroes, that's what I'm talking about. Clayman, Necroshade, Burstinatrix, all of them. Bubbleman, Sparkman, Avion, and Blade Edge. I think I said Blade Edge already. I don't know. Yeah, those are the ones I'm talking about. Wildheart. Those are the ones I'm talking about. What I would really love if Konami came out with more fusions. That's what I want. So, but that deck, if I could play that deck and just fuse with the original Elemental Heroes, I would be in heaven. I love it. It's a fun, dude. Do you know how fun it is to just be like?
They have to revamp the original heroes in order to have stronger effects.
They just need to revamp. They just need to make stronger fusion monsters. They're just gonna chill.
What's the difference?
Because you really don't ever summon the regular heroes out on the field. You don't do that a whole lot. You're just using them for fusion fodder.
But you could. Like, what if they were a little bit better so that you could use them themselves?
I mean, but they've already done that. They've already made new E-Heroes, and they're not fun. They do the same degenerate shit over and over and over again. You want to know people how? Here's how people play heroes now. Solid Man summon Shadow Mist effect, search mass change, activate mass change, go into Dark Claw.
Solid Man?
Or you think he's called Soldier in the TCG now, but he was called Solid Man. He just says if he's summoned, you can just special summon a hero from your hand.
He sounds like a Mega Man villain.
Sure. Anyway, that's what I would like, just new fusions. But yeah, E-Heroes, I've always loved that, and I think I like it slightly better than Cyber Dragons because there's more variety to it. Number 2, the Legendary Dragons. Does that take you for a surprise? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about.
I think I do. Legendary Dragon?
Fang of Critias, the Eye of Timaeus, Claw of Hermos. They made those cards, like they're actual cards. The problem is they haven't made great enough fusions for those cards. I love the concept of like I have a spell card and I can fuse with any card that I want to. I love that. When they played it in the show, I was like, that's fucking awesome. Like Kaiba like used it to fuse all of his trap cards. Like so far that card's only fused with traps. I think Critias. Timaeus is fused with is it just spellcasters? I think it's basically Dark Magician is like all his are.
Yeah.
And then Joey's confused with like any warrior monster, and I think there's one that does a spellcaster as well. But Joey's are all like equips; they become equips that go onto the monster. So, I like all 3 of those. It would be nice if you could actually play all 3 in a deck and it worked. But the problem is the only support they have that like works with all 3 is like the Legendary Knights, and those cards are impossible to summon, and they're not even all that good. Yeah. I think they need to scrap the Legendary Knights thing. I don't care about that. Just give me more fusions for the Legendary Dragons. I would love to play triple copies of each one of them. It'd be 9 fusion cards, and then like I can just use whatever I want in the deck. How fun would it be to be like, oh, Ring of Destruction? It's like, well, if I kill my opponent, great. Otherwise, I'll just fuse with it. Mirror Force. If I kill my opponent, great. Otherwise, I'll just fuse with it. And then you can run whatever else you want. I would love to be able to use those like they did in the show. Yeah, so that's my number 2. And then lastly, my number 1 is, take a guess.
What could your number 1 be? Not on the list so far.
He ain't got nothing. He's taking too long.
Dark Magicians?
No. Cyberdarks.
Cyberdarks for real?
Yeah.
It's a pipe dream. The Cyberdarks will never be.
My Cyberdarks will whoop your ass right now. I have them in that binder, or not the binder, but in my bag. I'll fight you right now, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Cyberdarks. Okay, so like when Zane like busted those out. And he was like, I'm scrapping my old Cyber Dragons. I was like, what? What's he doing? And then he's like, I came for the Cyber Dark cards. And they show the poster, and it like has like Cyber End Dragon, but then like behind him is like a very small dark shadow, and you just see like a green eye. That's the Cyber Dark Dragon. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. So I fell in love with it. I fell in love with it. And I love how they play. I love that they equip from like dragons from the graveyard and just like kind of feed on them. So, when they announced, I tried making Cyber Darks before they announced the new support for them like 2 years ago, and yeah, just really, or I guess a year ago, and it didn't work like I wanted it to. So they came out with the support, the equips, and it works really well. They could always come out with a few more things, but overall, like I'm really happy with the deck. I like the way it plays, and I'll do a deck profile like here pretty soon. But Cyber Dark, dude, like I'm sorry, but just like nothing's better. Nothing's better. If I can kill you with Cyber Dark Dragon, nothing's better.
I guess, yeah.
Do you know how cool it is to be like, make Cyber Dark Dragon and be like, I'm gonna equip my 5,000 attack, like my Mythic Dragon from my graveyard or whatever, and it's like, my Cyber Dark Dragon has 7,000 attack points, like attack. It's just so cool to get to that high of attack points. So, yeah, that's another reason. I like monsters that get to extremely high attack points. That's another reason why I've always liked Cyber Dragons and that kind of shit.
I mean, play life gain and then just gain 1 billion life points and summon Tarantula.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, that's it for my list. Overall, I mean, did I throw you for any loops? Were you surprised?
Yeah, Cyber Darks fucking threw me for a loop. I was not expecting them to be, like, I maybe expected them to be, like, low on the list, but, like, number 1.
I love using that deck. I love it. Are you surprised by that being number 1?
I guess not.
Okay. I know, he's still like, whatever. Okay, so anyway, that's it for the video. Hope you guys liked it. Like, leave a comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. See ya.